Robert Iger assumed the role of Disney's CEO in 2005 during a period of intense competition and rapid technological change. Under his leadership, Disney's value nearly quintupled, making it the world's largest and most celebrated media company. In 2023, he earned recognition as one of Time's 100 most influential people of the year. The Ride of a Lifetime is a career memoir about the happiest job on earth, as the author calls his work for Disney. He shares intriguing stories covering behind the scenes of some of the most important moments of Disney's recent history. Robert Iger shares the lessons he learned while running the company and leading its 220,000-plus employees. In this video, we'll explore the principles necessary for true leadership as the author presents them in the book. Robert Iger claims that as a leader, you are the embodiment of the company. It means your values, your sense of integrity and decency and honesty, the way you act in the world, are representative of the values of the company. It doesn't matter whether you lead a 7-person organization or a 250,000-person organization. What people think of you is what they'll think of your company. His principle is innovate or die. In his opinion, the relentless pursuit of perfection is a mindset, a specific set of rules. It is not about perfection of all costs. It is about creating an environment in which people refuse to accept mediocrity. Leaders shouldn't be in the business of playing it safe. They should be in the business of creating possibilities for greatness. Great is often a collection of very small things. Analyzing the details can show how much you care. Managing the creative process starts with the understanding that it is not science. Everything is subjective. There is often no right or wrong. Leaders should take responsibility when they screw up. It's impossible to avoid mistakes, but it is possible to acknowledge them, learn from them, and set an example that it's okay to get things wrong sometimes. Leaders should be decent to people. It means to create an environment where people know they will hear them out, that they are emotionally consistent and fair-minded. Robert Iger believes that true integrity is a secret leadership weapon. It's a sense of knowing who you are and being guided by your sense of right and wrong. The key is awareness, taking it all and weighing every factor, your own motivations, what people you trust are saying, what careful study and analysis tell you, and what analysis can't tell you. He approves the ability of Steve Jobs to weigh all sides of an issue and not to allow negatives to drown out positives. If you trust your own instincts and treat people with respect, the company will come to represent the values you live by. A company's reputation is the sum total of actions of its people and the quality of its products. Leaders have to demand integrity from their people and products at all times. In Iger's opinion, ability is more valuable than experience, and people should be put in roles that require more of them. His advice is, don't start negatively and don't start small. If you start petty, you seem petty. He believes that it's important to know how to find balance, do the job you have well, be patient, look for opportunities to contribute and grow, and make yourself one of the people who your bosses feel they have to turn to when an opportunity arrives. When the people at the top of the company have a dysfunctional relationship, there is no way that the rest of the company can be functional. It's like having two parents who fight all the time. Leaders have to be attentive. They have to listen to other people's problems and help find solutions. Good leadership is not about being indispensable. It's about helping others be prepared to step into your shoes, giving them access to your own decision-making, helping them improve. It's not always good for one person to have too much power for too long. Little things can start to shift. Your confidence can easily tip over into overconfidence and become a liability. You have to make a conscious effort to listen, to pay attention to the multitude of options. Leaders can't communicate pessimism to the people around them. Pessimism leads to paranoia, defensiveness, and risk aversion. No one wants to follow a pessimist. Optimism emerges from faith in yourself and in the people who work for you. You have to express your priorities clearly and repeatedly. It's what separates great managers from the rest. Priorities are the few things that you are going to spend a lot of time and a lot of capital on. This kind of messaging is simple. This is where we want to be, and this is how we're going to get there. Robert Iger's vision was focusing on 3 specific core priorities. 1. Making high-quality branded content. 2. Investing in technology. And 3. Growing globally. The author emphasizes that when companies acquire others, they don't get physical assets, manufacturing assets, or intellectual property, but what they usually acquire is people. In a creative business, that's where the value lies. When hiring, he suggests trying to surround yourself with people who are good in addition to being good at what they do. The decision to disrupt a business model that is working for you requires no small amount of courage. It means intellectually taking in short-term losses in the hope that a long-term risk will pay off. Robert Iger shares his 10 principles necessary to true leadership: optimism, courage, focus, decisiveness. All decisions should be made in a timely way. Curiosity. It enables the discovery of new people, places, and ideas. The path to innovation begins with curiosity. Fairness. Empathy is essential, as is accessibility. Thoughtfulness. It's about taking the time to develop informed opinions. Authenticity. Be genuine and honest. The relentless pursuit of perfection and integrity. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in the topic of leadership, another must-read book is $1 Trillion Coach, the leadership handbook of Silicon Valley's Bill Campbell.